Mm.
Sold Out, Wu-Tang, Lox, Mobb Deep, Loren, all the DJs, everybody in the crowd is Chris. Everybody packed sardines.
Passing. That was a night. Ray,
Yeah, yeah,
rest in peace, Prodigy.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I see somebody in the crowd said my commie. Yeah, my commie performed that night.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shout.
my commie performed that night. Shout out to, you know what I mean, Bernadette. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, rest in peace, Sean P.
Hell yeah. That was the night.
Mm-hmm.
That, that was the passing of the torch from the
Mm-hmm.
legends to the
Yep.
next generation of the underground. That right there was like culture that night, right? And, you
Yeah.
know that word get overplayed and everything, but that shit right there was like a fucking movie, bro.
Yeah. 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 Raekwon passing the torch is legendary, man. It's one of them situations where it's like a lot of people still don't know that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even know that happened 3 years ago. Because that's the thing about Griselda. Right now, we starting to get our roses a little bit. You know what I mean? But 3 years ago, we definitely didn't. So when Raekwon did it, it was like nobody didn't even nobody. Just imagine a show with Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, and the Lox in the same room. That wasn't even planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody getting on stage, all legendary MCs on stage, all one night, sold out show. And that shit really ain't even getting no press. You know what I mean? So it was just like, that's what just made me work harder, because that's what I felt like our style, you know, and I'm not, already know people twist up words and everything. They keep me in the blog saying I'm dissing somebody.
Talk your shit.
They always do. That's their favorite thing to do. I gotta put disclaimers on the front of my shit now, because everything I do,
You heard
you know what I
talk your
mean?
shit, bro.
But this is the point I'm trying to make, and trust me. Let me put my disclaimer before I say this, because I just know it's too many suckers. Because people just, first of all, I want to be only me. I don't never want to be no person else in the world besides me. I'm the fly guy. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's nothing. But what the point I'm trying to make is how bad the game was and what I had to go through. When Kendrick got the fucking torch handed from, you know what I'm saying, with Snoop, that shit was everywhere. That
Fat.
shit was on everything. Dr. Dre, Snoop giving the torch. That shit was on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Griselda get it, crickets.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
those,
that just made me be like, you know what? I'm about to work way harder. I'm tired of this shit. Cause you know what I mean? Niggas was falling on deaf ears. But now I'm like, yo, I gotta make it to the point where it's undeniable. It's undeniable. You gonna give us our roses. So I'm gonna take them. Say
that's
I'm
it.
gonna take other niggas' roses if I don't get them.
But that's all. Everybody's story is not the same. We know
Yeah,
that, right? So that shit put the battery in your back to go super stupid hard.
yeah.
Now look, we 3 years later, and you know what I always would say to you, like you're gonna catch the breakout year, you're gonna catch the discovery period.
Mm-hmm.
Look now, everybody's discovering, and oh my god, I love this shit. Oh my god, okay, and we could be like, yo, where was y'all in 15 and
Yeah,
17?
yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
but just keep it pushing and just use it as the fuel. You know.
That's it, man. And like I'm grateful. I'm
Yeah.
grateful that people catch, I'd rather be now than never. You know what I mean?
Or
So it's like, I'm grateful, man. Like I said, I'd rather be me than anybody on this planet. So, anything that I'm supposed to have, you know what I mean? If God didn't give it to me, I was supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? So it might be slower. Like you said, everybody got a different story. Might be slower than the next man, but the way I'm getting it is so respected that
hell yeah.
I couldn't be more thankful.
Man, listen, Westside Gunn in here with us right now. Drop a question in the comments. We talking tour life, tour stories, shows.
Somebody just said we need a Fahim and Gunn collab.
Yo,
Man, man, don't get me started, man. Let me put on my mask, man. Hold on, man. Let me,
Look
let
at
me
them.
put on my mask, man. You know what I'm saying? Put on my mask, man. It's
Yo,
custom. This
yeah, man.
custom piece handmade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's not yo.
Niggas
So
be killing me with that shit, man. Y'all listen, man. Please stop asking me to do collabs with anybody, man. Please. Please, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
but you know they got a couple already. They got Westside Doom, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, you got
yeah,
Big Gunn. You know, you got a few things in the oven already.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to touch on one thing where now we know that these pieces right here are not merch. We know
No,
these are merch, right?
no, no. It's
But
not.
when it comes to the show, you pull up with the pieces, they become merch at your
Yeah,
show, technically, right?
yeah, yeah,
So early in on the tour side of things, I experienced myself. You coming, you had a whole nother truck filled with these with what would be merch.
yeah,
Had a team of people. I'm talking. This is like you said. This was your first run. This was your first shows. You sitting there with a truck full of these shits that cost 50, 60 a pop, like hundreds of these joints.
hmm
And you took the time. Talk about that, man. Talk about putting, investing and being able to flip and bounce and shit like that.
I mean, this is legal dope for me. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So I treat that as like if I was going from town to town with work. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to set up shop. We got to get the bag. You know what I mean? And we gonna have the best dope on the block. You know what I'm saying? For the best price too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You got to take as much as you can because it's like shit. If I know, you know what I mean, I could possibly sell 100 things. I'm not gonna bring 60. You
facts.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, we that was the first run I learned from that, you know what I'm saying? It just kept building all the way up to just the What Machine Gun Do tour, you know what I mean? On just
Right.
really how to handle it. And it was dope because remember I even switched the colors for each city.
I was just gonna say
You know
you
what I'm saying? Like I took the time to give
yeah,
each city their own colorway, you know what I'm saying? So they have something to remember, the show from. And, I put a lot into it. That's what I'm saying. I'm a designer more than I am a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do. I do the clothing thing because, like everybody know I had the clothing line before Griselda Records. So
right.
this is what I literally love to do. So just taking it on the road and on tour, it was just like, let me just bring this dope to their doorstep. You know what I mean? And also, like I said, give them something to remember that they can have something that they could be like, yo, he literally went and took out the time to do something for our city.
Word. Now, speaking of that, you said bring it to the doorstep. I'm gonna bring it to the doorstep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in Chicago. I'm gonna tell the story. This is what I want to do on this show. I want to tell the inside and tell some crazy shit. So we in Chicago, and there was this was the on the what was the name of the tour? Griselda on Steroids tour, the first tour.
Yeah, yep.
So there was a bunch of vehicles. I happened to be riding in the vehicle with D-Jack and oh man, Jay Worthy, I think, was with us, and we had the merch in the back of the truck. And y'all was at one Airbnb, and we was at another, and you was at the Airbnb. You remember this? This is gonna be a good one. This is a good one. You know this. So everybody out there, this is how hands-on this guy is. He's booking the Airbnbs and the hotels for the shit himself. No tour manager, none of that shit. He's doing this shit himself. We pull into Chicago. He goes to his Airbnb. Mind you, he's just booking them. He's not looking what neighborhood it's in, nothing. He, we go to ours. We pull up. We turned onto the block off the highway. And we got Jay Worthy with us, who is certified, on the red side.
Mm-hmm.
He's active. He's a gang member. Okay, and
So
you know, he's looking. He's like, "Yo, I don't know where we at right now, bro." So we're looking around, but we still, we pull up to the house. But we noticing we are looking like food on this block. We got a big ass. I think it was a Infinity truck. It was the QX80, and it had all of the merch in the back. About 100.
mind you, let's talk about the merch get traveled in a luxury truck. Let's talk about that. The merch was not in some more rinky dink. We took the merch on tour in a new Infinity truck.
But we on the block in the middle, and so anyway, he goes, let me call one of the homies, and he finds out where we are. We smack dab in the middle of Vice Lord territory, and we got $100,000 worth of merch in the back of this truck. We waited a couple minutes, put a couple things in the air, and we got the fuck up out of there, my boy. And we went back to the go spot.
Yeah. That was nuts, man.
But
That tour was the best.
man, that shit was amazing.
That tour was the best. Ain't that the tour you wrecked the truck? You wrecked the truck on that tour too. Remember DJ crashed the truck?
Ooh.
You don't remember that? Going to Boston.
Yeah, yo.
He wrecked the Infinity for a minute. Remember we had to do the rest of the tour when it was wrecked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, the fucking truck got wrecked. We had to ride the rest of the tour with the beat up brand new Infinity truck.
Oh, now I remember the side was scraped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking DJ, man.
Yo,
unbelievable.
You done did the small venues on a lot of the tour runs end up being smaller venues when you first coming up. But then you get the offer for Coachella. Now you going from intimate crowds to you in the field with 1,000 people in front of you. How do you prepare? What's different when you're going from, small joint to Coachella?
Nothing, man. It's all the same. This shit is all a blur. I get the same butterflies if it's 100 people or 10,000. I get butterflies every time I go on stage.
Word.
Every time. It's not one time I don't.
Word.
Man. But as soon as I get on stage, that shit go away after the first 30 seconds. So, you know what I mean?
You gotta, you have a interesting way about you on the stage. In between the songs is really where the action is.
Yeah.
I got on that stage.
Yeah.
He might give away 10,000. He might clown your auntie. He might on that stage in between them songs, boy.
You never know what I'm gonna do or say. You know what I mean? I love doing the show, man, because it's an experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna get your $30 worth, whatever it costs to get. I don't even know what a show ticket costs, but whatever it is, you're gonna get your money's worth every time. That's for sure.
What would you say is the song that rings off the most at the show? Now I could say, I could do that right real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple of them. You know what I'm saying? But from your standpoint, you know what I mean? When you,
my bad, but remember that? It would say threw the money out. When I threw the show money out.
That was at Sony Hall.
Yeah. When they paid me for the show and I threw it back out.
Yeah, no. Say that again.
Yeah. So you already know we had the sold out show, Sony Hall, man. So when they paid me for the show, I just threw it right back out to the crowd, man, for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Made it rain in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Just it was a holiday show. I didn't even do it for the money. I did it for the people.
You had your little man, you had Fly God, you brought Fly God Jr. up. He was like, yo, give me the bag. He went into the bag. He's like, yo, stop the music real quick. Went into the bag and took out stacks and just tossed them out. You know what I'm saying? And that's look, you got dudes that's in there that's, you know, been standing there for a long ass time. That shit might have paid for that merch they just broke 50, 60 off. You know, you know. So yeah, brother.
Yes.
So okay, Fly God, managed by Rock Nation now.
Yeah.
Is there are they giving you any sign as to when the touring is going to open back up?
No shine. That's not even up for discussion right now. Like, it's crazy right now. It's crazy. You know, you know me, like, I ain't in no rush anyway, man. This mask, I see one shorty like, why you keep touching his face? Cause this big ass heavy custom mask on I got on my head, man. But I mean, honestly, you know, we were supposed to do the second leg of the tour, but Corona canceled everything, so we didn't get a chance to go. Actually, today would have been the last day of the second leg of the What Machine Gun Do tour. So I
Right.
don't know what's going on. I heard Live Nation cancel all shows for the rest of the year anyway.
Word.
No
Somebody,
matter what.
I'm looking at these questions.
Cause
It's
I'm sick. Cause I would have loved to fucking tour right now for Pray for Paris. I would have loved it. It would have been me and you out here on this road.
brother in Paris. Oh my God.
In Paris, it would have really went nuts. Shout out to Paris, man.
Yo, so somebody said earlier, how did you connect with Virgil
Man, just
for Paris?
yeah. He reached out. He wanted me there. Just me rapping about fashion throughout the years. Once he started doing Off-White, it's like
Mm,
you know, shouting him out, Mr. T. You know what I mean? Video I got on Off-White. Billy Esco got on Off-White. You know what I mean? So we started retweeting the song.
right.
I'm still, shouting him out in records and all of that. So when I did, the Dr. Birds, when I came up with the Tell Virgil Right, Break on My Bread, that shit went everywhere. That's like the main part of the song. And we just start building, and it was just like, yo, man, come out, you know what I mean? Come out to Paris. And I went out there and ain't shit. I've been on steroids ever since.
I see. And the last thing I remember you telling me before was I can't get a passport because I got some legal issues, and and you was like iffy about it. You was like, yo, I don't know.
You know how much money, man, you would have made if we would have.
Hold up.
Yeah, man. But it's all good. It's coming.
So you got the passport. You good?
I got the passport.
So you took the moment where because you was like, yo, if I apply for this passport, I might get jammed up. It's a small possibility that you might have had a warrant or something, and you took the chance to go do it. Correct?
Yep.
You was like, oh, you had a little butterfly there too, right?
I had a lot of butterflies, but it was like, yo, if I get locked up, it ain't like I ain't been locked up before. Not to sound ignorant. Remember, I told you, like, I just come home in a couple years, and Benny and Conway hold it down for a couple years, and I come back litter than ever. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It ain't like you know what I mean? I'm going to be good in there.
Right.
I ain't worried about jail. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I don't want to do it right now at this time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But come to find out, I was good. But I definitely had butterflies, though.
More
Yeah.
great, you know?
Yeah, God is the greatest, man. It was meant for me to go to Paris, and if I wouldn't have went to Paris, it wouldn't be no Pray for Paris. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened for a reason, and you know what I mean? I just hit Billboard for the first time ever with no single, no radio play, no video.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Say this once. You have reached Billboard with none of that marketing jazz, none of that label shit, totally on your own,
Yes.
sound, no radio single, none of that.
Zero marketing dollars. Zero. I did everything off my couch with Corona. You know what I mean?
Now
Facts.
people see the Times Square joint, the billboard in Times Square.
Still up there.
They're still there?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my goodness. So people is like, yo, I know that's a Rock Nation thing. I know that's a this thing, it's a that thing. And I'm like, you don't understand. This guy bets on himself. Shout out to Emery. But this guy also bets on himself.
Yes.
Puts that money where his mouth is.
Yeah.
Talk about that real quick. That Times
Yeah,
Square.
like you know, I had to make a presence with that project. And once I took that, the picture with the Balenciaga coat, this was before, all the athletes and other rappers and everybody else started rocking it. So I was really the first one to really rock that coat. And that's why I had to take the picture immediately. You know what I mean? Because it was like, yo, I gotta take a picture in it before everybody else started getting it. So once I did that, I was just like, yo, I want to be like just in the middle of Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Just like I gotta let people know, like, yo, I'm here. Like I'm not playing no more games. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was just talking about it last night. I dropped Fly God is an Awesome God last July.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was like my top 3 projects I ever made. But a lot of people just really didn't. I really made it to be where it's just like so left field that people wouldn't get it till like 2. It was like one of my paintings where I'm like, people not gonna get this like 3 to 5 years from now. They're gonna hear other music and come back here to catalog and be like, yo, this is crazy. It's still people that still don't get that album out of all my albums. You know what I mean? If you be like, yo, name your top 10 Westside Gunn projects, Fly God is an Awesome guy, to probably be a lot of people 10. You know what I'm saying? But that's in my top 3 ever. That it's just so ahead of its time, starting it off with Raekwon talking, going to the, Fiend hit the pipe one time, did the Dougie, the Luncheon, the Batista, the 2 Mad Lib records, the Amherst Station 3, just everything about that project was phenomenal. You know what I mean? And people really didn't understand it, and I knew that. But by people like, oh man, it's all right, because they didn't get it, and it's okay. But I had to come with the Hitler 7 to back that up. Like, whoa, y'all don't understand who I am, so I gotta reintroduce myself to y'all niggas real quick. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make the craziest project, and I'm gonna put that shit right in the middle of Times Square to make you see it, like straight boom bap record, underground. Like I do it for the culture for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I still didn't have a song on the radio when I put the billboard up. So people still was looking at it like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? But it was like, I'm gonna make you know, man. And it's still up there to this day. That been since October.
So, okay, break it down. There's a lot of unsigned people, there's a lot of up and coming artists. What does that look like? How do you get that? You got to come out your pocket. What is that?
You gotta, I can't explain because it's only one Fly God in the world. You know what I mean? But, you gotta just be determined. You gotta be yourself. You can't be a sucker. You know what I mean? You gotta stand on your own 2 feet. You can't dick ride. You can't kiss ass. You can't try to be somebody you not. You can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be official. You gotta bet on yourself. You gotta put up your own bread. You gotta be everywhere you need to be. If somebody want to meet with you, you gotta go there. You gotta do whatever, like whatever it take. Whatever it take. I work every day.
Red, what's the budget? How much do they got to save up to get that motherfucking billboard, bro?
I don't know. You know that billboard's $20,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? I know I just seen somebody put $20,000 a month, but it's $20,000 a week. That's Times Square. You know what I'm saying? There's people. You got to think that's what people that HBO, you know what I'm saying, or movies put them billboards up.
Can't get no Corona discount right about now though. A couple weeks free.
I wish, because if that was the case, I have a Pray for Paris up there right now too. I ain't about to do both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But you know, I don't know, man, how much money you need. It's like dope, man. You gotta keep flipping it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep flipping it, man. Start off as you don't gotta start off big. You can start off with what you gotta keep flipping and make sure every move is your best move. You know what I mean? And it'll all work out.
And they need to bet on themselves. They need
all day.
Themselves.
All day. All day. All day. If I was depending on other people, I'd be bagging groceries right now. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mowing lawns. I'll be selling these masks. You know, everybody sell masks today. I'll be selling masks right now.
Green room mask too. You know, a mask, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, man.
So, man. But yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you doing a video shoot. I just want to tap in with you real quick on the first episode. You know what I'm saying? We got 665 people in this room right about now, bro.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
You know, so I want to salute the Fly God.
Fly God.
Yes, man. You know what I mean? You see D Jack sitting right there, man. Look, D Jack on the camera right now, man. This the nigga who wrecked the Infinity.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
D Jack on blast. Where B Burton at?
B Burton went to, I got that new Corvette. He went to it's black. I bought it from Rochester actually.
Out to the 585.
Yeah, what's the O'Connor Chevrolet?
O'Connor Chevrolet.
I bought the new Corvette from O'Connor Chevrolet. You know what I'm saying? And so he just went to go drop that off because my Lamborghini was I had the truck, but it was red, and then I traded in for the white one because I got the upgrade in the inside. So now I just turned the white one red. So Burton went to go get the red one now that is red and drop off the Corvette so that could get done.
Flexing in the Corona pandemic on your ass. Flexing ass.
Let me flex this 187 Buffalo Bills jersey too, by the way.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? From the Bills too. I didn't get this custom.
Exclusives. So
yeah.
we spoke yesterday. You said you're on your way out of town. What you getting into this weekend? Anything special?
Nah, man. I'm about to just I'm about to do the Shady album, man. You know what I mean? It's that time. People been waiting for it. You know what I mean? For my debut, my major debut. That's what Pray for Paris was for me to set up. My major debut. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to work on 2 projects at the same time, because I just got a certain kind of energy right now. So
yeah,
I'm gonna do Fly God as an awesome guy too. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna still make it even left field again. So 5 to 10 years from now, when they go back to Fly God as an awesome guy 1 or 2, they're gonna be like, this is probably his best work ever. You know what I mean? It might be just so over the place. Like, it might be 15 beats on there and the whole album 31 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to go crazy. So I'm going to do my Shady album and part 2 at the same time.
And how long do you think this is going to take? When before you say that, you just said 2 whole albums.
Mm-hmm.
That you're going to do 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, when you say, yo, I'm going to go and record 2 albums, they to tell you I'll be back in 6 months.
Yeah.
How long do you think this is gonna take you?
2 weeks. I'll be done with both albums in 2 weeks.
And that's a long time for you, bro. I was trying to set you up to be like 3 days because I haven't seen the Legend of Fly God.
What Machine Gun do is made in a day and a half. Yeah, you already know. You seen me work in person.
This guy came to Phoenix for the because I'm out in AZ now, and he came here to do the Hitler on Steroids joints, all the new shit for that. You know, the Hitler on Steroids was a combination, it was like a catch up of the previous Griselda catalog. You know, the Mr. T's and the air holes and all of the highlights up until then. There was going to be some new shit. This man came here and knocked it all out like what it was like 10 joints in like 4 hours. Like, get out of here, man. Stop.
Yeah. People don't believe it. People don't believe when they be like, yo, he ain't make no album in a day. He ain't make no album in 2 days. He lying. Like, no. That's the legend of Westside Gunn. That's the legend of Fly Guy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Would it take a other artist 6 months to a year to do? I literally do in like 3-4 days. And everything y'all ever heard, every project was done just like that. Like, it's no, let me think about it. It's play the beat, go in, it's over.
Yo, I came from when I saw that, you lit a fire in me, and I started making beats on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, give me a minute. Let me go to the cave and work on it. Nah. And then from then on, we would just be on the road. Remember, like, pulled up the Roy studio.
Mm-hmm.
I did Camellias in the headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Plugged that shit in. Benny was like, ooh, I got something right now. And then history, you know?
Mm-hmm. Man, you should play a sample of that one joint.
Oh, the joint.
You need to play like 30 seconds of that one joint that I should have put on Pray for Paris.
Oh, man.
30 seconds ain't gonna do nothing. Put some drops over it.
Oh, you know, I can't wait to do that.
Before I get off, man, I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we got it. Oh!
Exclusive!
Yeah! Oh! Lost the tail sandwich on wheat bread.
Exclusive!
But I got street bread.
Exclusive! Exclusive!
Exclusive!
Exclusive!
2 Chainz and Westside Gunn.
You don't know about 2 Chainz and Westside Gunn, man.
Oh man, we gotta do it like this. Gotta keep cutting the verse off.
Word, man.
There you go.
You already know, man.
That's it. You don't get no more.
Yeah, y'all don't get no more, man. Just know 2 Chainz, Westside Gunn got one.
You know. Greenland on the beat.
Greenland on the fucking beat, man.
You know
I appreciate you, bro, man. Let me go ahead. You know, I'm leaving tonight too. Anybody know, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me out in Houston. I'll be in Houston tomorrow. I was gonna go out to California, but I'm not gonna do the plane. So now I'm taking it to Houston. You know, that's like another home for me. So I'm gonna just be leaving tonight. I'll be in Houston in the morning. So shout out to the H-Town, man.
You gonna drive to LA?
Nah. I'm gonna just do everything I'm gonna do in Houston, and probably I'm gonna hit up Currency, man. I probably go tap in and no, I probably go to Houston for like 3 days and go tap in and no. I'm gonna do one of the projects there like that.
Okay, bet. There it is on the road. You still on the road? See that?
Yeah. I don't stop, bro. I don't stop. Earlier, I did an interview with Rolling Stone. Now I'm shooting this. I'm doing this with you. I'm about to shoot some more, chill with the family, and hit the road.
So what he's telling y'all is this ain't no excuse to be fucking lazy. Period. You know, everything shut down. I'm gonna just stay home and play Fortnite on. No. Get on your shit.
Yes.
That's what it is, man. Yo, thank you for tapping in. This is the first Backstage Pass show with your boy. And I got my guy in here with me, man. So, yo, peace and love. You already know we're going to connect on the other side, bro.
You already know love, bro, in a minute.
Love. That's what it is.